初めて見るゲームやな。これなんぞ。
前さ、変なホラーゲーム放送したじゃん。あれ系なんだけど。あ、見てきた。洋画で。結構普通甘くない？洋画でね、洋系ね。うわ。すでに主人公が狂ってるんだね。幻覚がね。
夢に出てきそうだから見るのやめます。
俺ちなみに前やった時出た。
怖いのはダメです。
怖くはない。ちょっと気持ち悪いっていう表現の方がでかいか。ちなみに前出てうなされた。前やった時。別にその時は怖くなかったけど、なんか出てきちゃったよね。
俺も久々になんかゲームやるわ。じゃあまた。
I never have to use it, but something tells me I...
Oh.
Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Now get out! Now get out! Now get out!
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Green. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, he has dedicated a lot of time and effort to invest.
How can I find Mr.
Don't worry, you can't miss him.
ずっとあります。
Can you tell me a little?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A man of great ambitions, and even greater.
That's in that.
Thank you, mister. Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it...
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm...
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There...
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way?
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one way...
You're too kind, Johannes.
Take this map. I've marked the hotel.
Other places.
You're a private eye, yes? Well, this city is insular. Its ways mysterious.
How do you feel?
I hope so. There is no...
Wow.
No.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
ゴリラやん。
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well...
Please forgive the question, but...
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud, my father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with ease.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions.
Another newcomer with another problem.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing.
If I may ask?
Why do you care?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. But he even tried to bite.
And you don't believe him?
Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my...
I take it you're not...
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn...
So they're just... refugees?
Hardly. They've taken work from local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking...
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is...
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. Anyway, what have you got to lose?
Vera. You have a...
Sorry, did you just say...
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. I need to know more about what happened.
Dane, did you not listen at all? This fisherman supposedly brought him...
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred.
いや、覚えられないかも。
Where's the house where...
For Kay's sake, I thought...
You mentioned...
Yes. Face the house, then...
As much as I...
Five...
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
鉄拳溜まってない？
鉄拳は溜まってないです。てかあれ消化ゲームなんですか？全然配信してもいいですけど。
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing.
Let's see what you find,
over like this. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like that. Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Then he came back, carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious.
Then what?
And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing.
Tell me about you.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisher. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so...
Where are all the...
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him, and I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to.
Do you know how...
I don't know. When I pull...
Who is this...
Outsider, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry. I'll leave you to...
Please.
I don't know yet, Will. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
あらやだ。
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
なんかが見える。
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. Five cards short of a full house. 5 cards short of a full house.
運転するからまたの。
はーい。
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
わかんねえ。あ、降りてきちゃったんか。こっち来て。
Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem.
Let's see what you find, newcomer. Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Yeah, もうないんか。出るか。
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
げんの？あ、落ちちゃった。潜ってるとこれ死んじゃうのか。あ、どこ行けばいいんだろう。そこはなんかあったかな。読み込み遅い。
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business. Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing
You
business.
like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Something with this helmet gives me chill. Something. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Choo-choo.
わかんねえ。ここにないかな。じゃあさっき言ったらないし。
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
ああ、写真撮んなきゃいけない。あ、止まんないといけない。
面白そう。
マジっすか。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
なんか探偵で、元ネタがクトゥルフ神話のやつなんですけど、の探偵アドベンチャーゲームなんですけど、どこ行くかわかんないですよね、今証拠って。どこ行くの？証拠揃って、いちいち全部証拠すればいいんですよ。いるしな、まだ。どこ行った？あ、いけるわ。前作はやったんすよね。コール・オブ・クトゥルフっていうゲーム。主人公が頭おかしくなって終わっちゃいました。
Oh, yeah.
雰囲気とか
Got a spare bullet, fella?
デザインとかいいんですけど。
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come
closer, troubled soul.
You're some kind of,
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so...
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you.
All right, how much? $1?
And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
ハーモニカ親父うるせえな。
ほんとそうっすね。
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll end tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race for...
I think I'd like my bullet.
It is what it is.
Why do I...
What the? Get them! Oh.
The door won't budge.
the... Oh.
Welcome to Under the Keel. Bye. You want a drink?
分け物出ますか？
出るんですけど、回数が極端に多分少ないと思います。漁っていく空き場ね。ここどこだっけ？他ないんかな。
The door won't budge.
なんもないか。難しい。探偵推理ゲーあんま得意じゃないんで。あ、なんかいた。
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
The port is closed by order of Robert Frogman. Back off.
ちなみにスター・ウォーズのゲームは終わりました。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
I've said everything I know.
あとどこ行けばいいんだろう。帰れねえんかい。 れなんだかわかんない。写真撮ればいいかな。
Choo choo. Ahem.
わからん。すればいいんですか。
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Don't do anything stupid,
I've said everything I know.
Keep your hands
I've
where
said
I can see
everything I
'em.
know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands
I
where I can
gave
see
you
'em.
clear instructions, did I not?
Now get out!
You want a drink? You want a drink?
The door won't budge. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. 5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina,
Take this, ape face.
What's happening?
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
あらちゃんや5本絵文字。
はい。あ、イーさんどうも。これで終わりできないかな。あれ、なんだっけ、ルインっていつ変わるんでしたっけ？まだテストだけでしたっけ？
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run! Take this, ape face.
What's happening?
あ、ちゃんとワンツースリーやって。どうなの？
Yeah, run! Take this, ape face.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face.
ちゃんとやったけど。どういうこと？わかんない。これ後でじっくりやろうかな。わかんない。デドバでもしようかな。ちょっときついこのゲーム一旦やめまーす。